Here's Josh.
All right. Oh, something dropped. What dropped? Oh, no.
Phone?
Oh, that's okay. Just water. Okay,
bottle.
good.
Don't worry.
Hey, here we are in Haiti once again doing a podcast here. This is day Wednesday. It is Wednesday.
Day Wednesday.
So it is day 3. Did we decide we weren't doing the Calvinist joke?
Do the Calvinist joke.
Okay, speaking of Calvinism, Bryce has a joke.
The definition of confusion is a Calvinist suicide hotline.
I really don't get it.
No, like only half the people who
It's a
listen to this
bad
are going to
joke.
get that.
And I'm upset.
It is kind of a
Are you
bad joke.
offended?
Don't
Well,
be
it's
offended.
2017, everyone's offended.
That's
Only
really
about the
that's really our
suicide
purpose.
If
joke.
you're a liberal
Touchy
listening to this,
subject.
leave.
We should get off the podcast now.
That's really our purpose with this podcast, to offend as many people as possible. Okay, first off, before we get before we get started, I need to introduce everyone to my whatever this is Bryce, and then Zach,
What's up?
and then Abby,
Yo.
and Andon is back.
The one.
The one.
No,
Sean, are you here or are you in the background?
he's here.
He's here. Okay, so Sean's here. He's not going to say anything. Good call. And then we got Joel, who's not going to say anything as well. Cool. And then Luke and Faith is here, joining us. She's not going to say anything either. And who is here?
Bella's down on
Bella
the
is
floor.
under
the table.
okay,
Under the table.
Hey,
Mine.
Joel's here.
Alright,
Yeah, Joel's
Joel
here.
Joel
Olsen.
is in the house.
So welcome to Chili's.
I didn't say anything
And then
either.
Nate is here. And then in the background we got Bobby and we got Charles.
Honey, I'm home.
Nice.
Honey, I'm not home.
Just because I said you're in the background doesn't mean you can't talk. You should add stuff.
You
please.
offended me. You're doing great.
Ah. Good. This is already working. Okay, so I would like to start. I'm going to copy something that Chris Pratt does, and I totally want to do a segment that we are lovingly, in honor of Chris Pratt, we're going to call this "What's My Snack?" And basically it is, can we just take a moment and talk about the awesome food that we've had the past couple days?
I love goats.
That didn't happen
Goat.
yet. That didn't
Oh,
happen
yeah.
yet.
What didn't happen yet?
Goat didn't happen yet. This is Wednesday.
So,
okay.
yesterday was Taco Tuesday, which
Best
is awesome.
Not as
Pilot
bad,
it all.
not as good
But
as Asian
just
food.
wait. Each night is really good, but Taco Tuesday was last night, which was awesome.
Which is the best?
Food is very important to me, if you haven't already.
Wait.
figured
Is
that
today
out.
Tuesday or Wednesday?
Today's
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Okay.
Today's Wednesday, but
Get
we're
with the
talking about
program,
Tuesday. Oh my gosh.
Today is Wednesday. We're
But-
doing a podcast for Tuesday and Wednesday.
Tuesday and
See, I
Wednesday.
screwed that up. All right. Cut. Redo it.
The entire
And then
thing.
tonight was Luke,
Haitian food.
Haitian food.
Which
We
is
had
just
goat.
regular food down here.
And
Yeah,
goat.
which is just a regular menu here. That was
a
awesome.
regular menu.
Plantains and what's
Goats.
the
Okra,
goat, okra.
which is ground beef or root.
Coleslaw.
Yeah,
Pickles, spicy coleslaw.
Gonna
Oh,
say
man.
And
Cheetos.
salad.
it was so good.
For the weenies. Salad
And
for
rice,
the weenies.
the rice and beans. Yes, the rice and beans. Can't forget that. The
Those who
potato
eat salad can't hang with
Oh,
the big
yeah.
dogs.
And goat.
And goat, yeah.
No,
Did
yeah.
we
Goat.
mention that? Did we mention
Yeah,
that?
we mentioned goat a
Goat?
couple times.
I said Coke.
Oh, and Coke, yeah.
Coke.
By the way, for those of you who will listen to this, you need to try and get a hold of some non-American Coke. I don't know if it is it. I guess it's the Mexican
Oh,
Coke.
wait. At
Mexican
Coke.
Oh,
At
man.
your local Target and Walmart, they sell 6-packs in the glass bottles of Mexican Coke. I've had it before. It's
There you go.
amazing.
Good
I
stuff.
recommend it.
It is good.
10 out of 10 would try again.
It is good. It's good stuff. Okay, so yesterday and today were very similar in the sense that we were kind of doing different things in the morning and in the afternoon. Man, where do we even start?
Tuesday morning.
I
Tuesday
guess
morning?
let's start Tuesday morning. What did we do Tuesday morning?
Well,
Own
Bryce.
some Haitians in soccer.
Oh, baby.
Well, Bella,
Did we?
Bryce,
Did
me,
we really?
Andon. I think that was it. We went to
the.
the medical clinic and it was malnutrition day, so we handed out formula, saw some sick kids, held some sick kids. Pretty good day.
Cool. Medical clinic did some cool stuff.
Matt just
I
walked in.
have to say that joining us in studio right now is Matt Riggins.
I just have to say.
Say hi,
night, everybody.
This is an awesome
Welcome to
studio.
Chile.
Yeah.
I
already
mean, it
did
doesn't
that.
get any better than a studio on the roof at
That's
the House
right.
of Hope here
That's
in
right.
Haiti.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say real quick that this group here is an amazing group, and you guys are awesome. And I don't even know who's gonna be listening to this, but who's ever listening, we want you here. And but either way, I hope you're encouraged by what these guys are sharing with you, because it's all from their heart, and it's all about what God's doing in their lives. So
Yeah.
great job, guys. Cool studio.
Cool.
Thanks for letting me share.
So, special needs team, what did we do Tuesday morning?
We played soccer.
That's right.
we
We
soccer.
quote unquote owned.
Wait, I don't know about you, but I posted a clean sheet in the championship game, so I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, Luke and I were on the winning team.
Yeah,
That is true. That is true. Chrisley's team was pretty good.
And they did not win because
Our conch won
Yes.
with us.
What?
whenever
Our
we
con-
were
Oh
doing
yeah,
that,
yeah,
I
yeah.
went
Because
to-
yeah, that's right. Because you guys.
Our
came in
conch
then.
was the MVP.
Our conch definitely was the MVP. Yeah.
And watching your 32-year-old youth leader play soccer is also a sight to behold.
Oh,
It is quite funny. It is quite funny.
and rare.
So we took the older Rev Home guys to a really good, really nice soccer field in like
Very
a
nice
church
field.
school compound thing, and just hung out with them and played soccer and tried to really engage them in conversation, just kind of get to know them, because in the afternoon we'll get to the VBS thing real quick. Hold on. In the afternoon we went to the special needs home, which I have to say was a little like. I was aware of the situation with like the landowner and stuff, or the landlord. It's a little tense when we got in there. Luke, you and Joel, you guys were there last year.
Yes.
And Nate, you guys were there last
Was
year.
it the same home?
It was a different home.
Okay.
And like I just felt as soon as we got in there, I felt like the atmosphere was so tense. Did you guys pick up on that? Did you guys
No.
feel the same?
Nope, I
I
don't
felt it
know.
when I felt it when I
I
walked
did not
in.
feel the same at all, and I feel like Luke can relate.
When I went in to even sit the one kid down today, it just felt not as homey
Yeah.
as last year.
Yeah.
Wait, well,
Hey Mick,
We're
well,
being
like
joined
Joel
by
and I
Nick.
didn't know had
Talk
no
to the viewers.
knowledge
Talk to our
of the
point.
landlord
come on, Mick.
situation.
Yeah.
Talking to
So
the mic.
So maybe you guys didn't like
I thought
think
it was
of that.
fine.
I thought it was pretty awesome. I just kind of
Like-
focused on the kids.
and that
And I
that's
was,
really the
I
point.
was actually like really impressed by the home as well. Like it was like
It was
Yeah,
It is
compared-
really nice.
Very
No,
nice.
compared to the
Really
two-room
nice.
house that they pretty much had last year, this
Yeah,
was like
this was really nice.
incredible.
Yeah.
So just to fill people in, the special needs home is exactly what it sounds like. It is a home for special needs children. Down here in Haiti, because a lot of times because of the culture, they do not value special needs children like we try to do in America. And even in America, I think we miss the mark a lot of times. I'm not trying to say America's super great at this.
Merca.
But down here, it's definitely a lot worse. And Pastor Dare is an awesome guy who has made it his mission to. I mean, he will pick up these kids off the street if he sees a disabled child on the street. He'll pick him up and take him to his house, his home. And so the place they were in last year when we came, Joel who said it was like a two room house.
Yes.
That's pretty much describes it. It was like literally 2 rooms. So this place is much nicer, very big, lots of space, a lot more space for the kids to roll around in there, wheelchairs and everything. But the landlord, for whatever reason, I guess he wasn't living there, and now he got kicked out of the home that he was in before. But he decided to move back into the place that he was renting to them, and he thought he was just renting it to a pastor, didn't really know what was going on. And when he moved back in and saw the special needs kids, he did not like that. He's giving them a really hard time, trying to force them out and making threats that he's just going to throw them out on the street. So, according to Amber, they have found, or at least they have strong leads on like another place. It's just a matter of moving them. But until they get out of there, the guy's just making their lives just really difficult, and that makes me super mad, because I mean, why would anyone do that to special needs children? Like, that's just really wrong. But so maybe that's why I picked up on the atmosphere being tense. And so when we got there, we like Joel said, tried to focus on the kids. We were inside for a little bit, and how'd you guys feel about like the wheelchair stuff and everything, wheelchair races and whatnot?
I didn't do it.
It was fun.
Yeah.
They really enjoyed it.
You guys did a super great job just diving right in. Let me ask you this question, and I want get some answers here. What was your first impression when we first walked into that room? What was like the first couple thoughts in your head, if you can remember that?
I was like Joe said, it was like a 2-room house, and it was like a small 2-room house. Like this, whole first room we went in was as big as our whole house combined. Last time we went, so I was actually impressed. And then it wasn't too much of a culture shock for me, just because I had been there before. So it was not that hard to say hi to some of the kids.
Yeah. It was cool to see him older.
Yes.
Than last year. So that's cool. Other guys, what'd you think?
Let's hear it first time.
Yeah.
A first timer.
It was my first time, and I was pretty shocked. But when we walked in there, I just kind of remember what Matt said about how it would be uncomfortable, and that was the position you needed to be in, though.
What are we trying to do,
grow.
Joel?
Be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Ding, ding, ding. So, just seeing that there and kind of not knowing what to do for the first time, I just kind of took the opportunity to sit down, and I hung out with the same boy that whole afternoon and wheeled him around and fed him, and it was pretty awesome.
Those kids can eat, right?
They can eat a lot.
They put it away.
Yes.
So, I know. Zach, you want to share something? Your first time, or you want to share anything?
Yeah, it was like you said. It was like a. You say it was an overload to your.
Yeah, overload to your senses.
Yeah, it
sure.
really was. It was rough to watch and some of the stuff, but when you really get to know the kids, they just want someone to be there with them and love them, and it was really cool to give them that.
Yeah. I know you. I mean, you don't have to share specific stuff, but I know in one of our conversations, I forget when it sometime in the past 2 days, we had a conversation, or I was a part of a conversation a couple of us were having, and you said those kids broke me.
Yeah.
And
for sure.
I totally remember that's exactly how I felt last year, the first time you get in there.
Oh yeah.
It just breaks you. And it's like the Russian with Rocky. Okay, no one gets that.
No,
All right.
no one got that.
I must break you.
I mean,
okay, anyway.
I've never seen it. So.
Exactly.
never
Like,
tried.
I'm confused.
I'm trying to bring some humor because it's
You tried.
It's a
yeah, it's
It's a
true.
tough subject.
Tough subject.
It's
Yeah.
tough subject. All right, so Faith, do you want to share anything about VBS for Tuesday?
For Tuesday.
You do not have to.
What did we do on Tuesday?
I don't know
Yesterday.
what
Where
you
was
do.
I at?
You
Yesterday.
guys
Were
did the
we at
Ravine
the-
kids. Ravine kids.
You were the Ravine kids.
Oh.
Amber's
Tuesday.
house, Ravine Kids.
Amber's house. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were great. They were wild, and they were super pumped up for Jesus, and they were dancing around, and a lot of them just wanted to be held and loved on, and we fed them, and then we took a ravine walk, and a whole bunch of kids would grab onto us and walk with us. It was great.
Good segue. What did you guys? We did the ravine walk today. What did you guys? Other thoughts for the ravine walk?
Humbling.
Very.
Made me want to cry.
Yeah.
My entire
like a baby.
perspective was just changed instantly
Yeah.
as soon as we got there. Because I saw the girl I was holding in VBS. I held her almost the entire time. Put her down. She left. We cleaned Amber's house, and then
That was
as we were
fun.
walking through the ravine, I saw her. It just broke my heart.
You saw where she lived.
I saw the house she was in.
Yeah. Nate, this was your second time. Was this your second time doing the ravine walk? What'd you think?
It's definitely Nobby said, humbling. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
You almost
Makes you
feel
have compassion
guilty
for 'em.
for where you're born because you have so much, and
Yeah.
we're so used to the way we live that I don't think we really think about how much we really do have until we come to a place where we're serving and being the hands and feet of Jesus and get to see just how other places are, and we are just so humbled by so much we have that it just makes us feel guilty that we have so much and we want to give everything we have to everyone else.
Yeah.
We're no more entitled than they are, but we have so much more.
Where'd Bella go?
I have to say, like, this is my third ravine walk, in that the first year I was here, I did a ravine walk up at Pastor Senor's church, which is more like we went, it's like on a mountain, so it's like down, and then we crossed a river of garbage, literally, and then went up the other side, and then just came, and then went a little bit, and then came down. And then last year I did the ravine over here with Amber, and then did it again this year. And like this year, I could not help but think, as we're walking and just seeing all the people and like the kids and how happy, specifically the kids. I think all the adults were like, what are all these white people doing in our neighborhood? But all the kids are so happy, and they're just like running around, and like they just have a smile on their face, and they're so happy to see the crazy white people walking through their neighborhood. And I couldn't help but think, like, looking at everything they don't have and thinking about all that I personally do have, who's the person in real poverty? Like, where it counts, because they have so much joy, and so just they rely on Jesus. Like, I forget who was, Faith, I think you said, like, they just were singing and just excited about Jesus.
Yeah.
And like, that's awesome.
They're happy.
And yet they have nothing. And it's very crushing to the soul.
Just a lot.
Yeah.
Shout out to Josh for being woke.
Woke? What does that mean?
Aware of what's going
Very
on.
woke.
That's a very
Like-
woke comment.
Is that? Oh my
Deep.
god.
You're very aware.
You
Deep
just made
aware.
yourself like super old right there by not knowing what woke
Are
is.
we?
Even I knew what woke is.
Oh my god. Say, am I witnessing the birth of a new term?
It's been born.
For our viewers,
Okay. Whoa.
viewers that don't
Okay.
know,
Whoa.
it means aware and deep in concentration.
Cool. Okay.
He's a
so
little shook because he's a little caught off guard that he didn't know what woke is.
I am a little caught off guard. Yes. What else? So the Ravine kids must have all gotten together yesterday and said, okay, today we're gonna give this group, we'll be nice to them, and then tomorrow we'll just be completely crazy for the other group, because what did you guys think of the Ravine kids today?
A little crazy. A little rough around the edges. Like, this one little girl, I'm pretty sure it's the same one I saw in June. That was very selfish. Like, if she wanted, she was on me. She was the only one allowed. I'm like, I have 2 arms and I have 2 legs. I have plenty of room for multiple kids, and she would hit the other kids away from me. Like, she would smack them hard.
Wow.
These kids know how to hit people. So do the Rev kids. Goodness.
Yeah.
Magdala and Patrick today. Oh my gosh.
Hey, survival of the fittest.
Magdala can hold her own. Oh my gosh. She doesn't need to be worried in the future.
Didn't we have a conversation about evolution last night?
Yeah.
Survival of the fittest.
She was punching Patrick hard.
By the way, did we mention that Katie is now in our studio? I don't think we mentioned
No.
No, we did not.
Welcome, Katie.
Katie's in our
apologize.
studio.
I apologize. I'm late. I was
Welcome to
killing a
AT&T.
cockroach for the older ladies.
Welcome.
Nice, dude. My
Did
my
you-
kill count is up to
And
3
I
right
threw
now.
it out so that
I
it
haven't
wouldn't
killed a
attract
cockroach
cockroaches.
yet.
My kill count is up to 3 right now.
Did you get it on the first
I haven't
whack?
seen one yet.
I took
Or
3
about.
just to make sure it was dead.
Oh, okay.
Good job.
I'm so scared. I think I'm headed to a top bunk tonight.
I'll switch. I'll take the bottom.
Don't worry.
Yeah, no. Suck it up, Buttercup.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Suck it up, Cupcake.
I haven't seen the mouse or the rat
That's what my
yet.
dad tells me.
Nice.
It annoys
by the
me.
bed.
It was up here.
Hey, Andon, were you supposed to go to bed or anything?
Yeah, he
Well,
was.
Bella had to go.
And
9:45 at the latest, I heard.
Andon,
It's
I
nine.
was there
It's
for
It's
that.
9:56.
Take the iPad from him.
Goodbye.
Night, Andon.
Night, Andon.
Love you.
And then
Bye,
Can't
Felicia.
wait for you.
Wait,
Hey,
Sean,
we
what's
can't
the
say that
passcode?
anymore. That's not good. That's not a good thing.
Sean, what's the
We
passcode?
made a 10-year-old say bye.
Hey, let me woke you right now. Did I use
What's
it
the
right?
passcode?
Did I use it
I
right?
think it's like massacre.
Let me
or
awaken.
something.
That apparently.
Massacre?
So
Massacre.
Elizabeth has been telling me this for
using it.
at least a year to stop saying bye,
I
Felicia,
knew
because
it.
it's a bad thing.
Way to go.
And I never believed her. And Abby looked it up on Urban Dictionary, and wouldn't you know, it's not a good thing to say.
pretty bad.
So we're gonna have to go up with something different to sign off tonight.
You
So,
can sit down.
all right. Any other thoughts? Any other thoughts you guys want to share? Any other
Have we moved on
reflections?
today yet? Or
Yeah,
is
yeah,
that
well,
meshed in?
we're kind of meshing
Okay.
into it. So, any final thoughts or reflections?
It was really fun going to the park with the special needs kids today because,
Yes.
like with me being on medical, I didn't get to.
That was fun.
I wasn't around a lot of kids per se, like happy ones.
Mm-hmm.
So it was good to be around ones that aren't like sick, like physically sick, sort of. If that's the term I want to use, don't think it is, but that's what I'm going with. But it was really cool to be around. Like there was this one little boy. He is adorable, and he just was having so much fun. I got him on the swing. He was a little apprehensive about it, but I got him on the swing, and he was having so much fun. And then we moved, and then he wanted me to swing, but he wanted to swing with me. So I was holding. He wasn't the latest kid, but I had to figure out how to hold him and swing at the same time. It was an interesting experience. And then like I got to race, or I got to do red light, green light with this one kid in a wheelchair. And I won a round, and I was the only girl in the competition.
No. Nope. Bella's not over here.
I was the only girl in the competition, so to win a race, that was fun.
I
But-
let her win.
Oh, of course. That's what he didn't. Did you win any of them?
Yes, I
Yeah,
really
he won one.
I won at least
Luke
one.
is the only one that
didn't.
still practices chivalry.
Luke,
I
you're
won on
such
my
a
own
gentleman.
merits.
You're such a
I
gentleman.
beat the
With all this
Haitians.
equality, we
That-
need some chivalry.
That is,
That
to
needs
be
to be on a
honest, they
t-shirt,
taught
I
me
think.
that at Camp Joy all the summer.
What?
They taught me chivalry at Camp
They
Joy.
taught you chivalry.
Update,
Yes.
that will be on a t-shirt.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Chivalry's not dead in Haiti.
Josh, I
Anyone
can
else?
say this.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, we do shout outs pretty much every night and talk about our day, you know, on the rooftop at the end of every day. And to listen to you guys talk about how much fun y'all had with the boys the prior day too, the Rev boys doing soccer, and then with the special needs kids and doing ice cream. To hear about it is one thing, but then to flip the day and let the VBS kids do it
Yeah.
and to experience for yourself is completely different. So it allowed me to see what you guys went through the prior day.
Yeah.
And it gives me respect for all of you boys to see how much you've grown and just take an initiative to love these kids, pick them up, and make them smile. So props to you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Thanks.
guys did
Kudos.
awesome.
Thank you.
Yep.
You guys did awesome. It's hard. It's hard spending time with these kids because I mean this year especially, they've been pretty reserved. I think a lot of the times, like every time we see them, we kind of have to break the ice all over again. Now I mean Sunday night was really, you know, we kind of really got acquainted with them and really kind of laid the groundwork. But each time we get together with them, it's you just gotta keep working at it. So you guys did do awesome. That was very well said, Bobby.
Thanks.
Very.
Any other final thoughts? Go ahead, Nate.
I think it's really cool how some of the older guys, at least in the special needs home, are like really focused on God. Because there were two guys, and we took them to the park today, and like I asked them their name and then introduced myself to them, and then like they immediately asked me, "Do you love Jesus?" Like it was basically I said my name, they said their name, and then "Do you love Jesus?" Like, way to get the important things out of the way at the beginning.
Amen.
Jump right to it.
That's awesome. That is
No
awesome.
beating around the bush.
I want to give a
there.
shout out to Luke, which I already did today at the meeting, but Luke gave the gospel today at
Yeah.
our VBS, and I don't know how many kids prayed along with him, and that was amazing because I don't know their hearts. I don't know if they're saved or not, but they prayed along with his prayer. Congrats. That is
Yes.
awesome.
Luke.
All to Jesus.
Luke, you did it. You did an awesome job. And honestly, like speaking from experience, it's hard to share the gospel because it's like you have an entire Bible. Which parts do I pick? Which parts do I tell
And
them?
especially with a translator.
Yeah. Oh man, it's hard to speak with a translator. So,
All glory to God.
by the way, tomorrow still we need someone else to do the gospel. So
I've kind of been volunteered.
you
But
were
Melody does a good job,
voluntold.
too.
You were voluntold.
Melody does a good
I'm
job.
just saying.
Voluntold.
Other people, if someone else feels like they want to do it, that'd be
Don't
cool.
watch your bad
That'd be
self.
cool too. Yeah.
I vote Luke Norris.
Same.
Luke does a very good job with
Luke
it.
is a Bible
has-
college student.
He has a God-given talent at sharing the gospel, and I prefer if he did it over anyone else.
All right. Good to know. All right. Any other final thoughts?
Investigate Benghazi.
It was fun. Okay. So I have to say on the whole Luke thing.
Facepalm.
On the whole Luke thing, it was great to do dishes with him, and almost cut my finger off earlier on a knife in Amber's sink.
Ooh.
And it was also fun to eat raw cake dough or cake batter with Zach, Luke, and Bryce. Did you partake in the raw
I
cake
did,
batter?
and I'm feeling fun.
We're all feeling fine. It went pretty well. But Luke and I got those dishes clean pretty fast. Like,
Right, Faith? Fist bump. We did that the night
yeah, and
before.
shout
We
out
kicked them
to Bobby
out
and
of the
Faith for
kitchen.
doing it
Yep, we
yesterday.
kicked them out of
I
the kitchen. We're
worked
like,
at
we have a system.
Mrs.
Just
Gibbons
stick
for
it here.
2.5
We're not
years.
banging it out.
Amber's like,
They're
hey,
having
Amber's like, can someone do dishes? And I'm like, yeah, I will. And then Luke came in too, and we just got him right out of the way.
My
And
mom
P.S.
volunteered me.
Thank you, Mrs. Gibbles, for training Luke
yeah.
so
Hey,
well.
Luke, go take a shower. We need to keep our dishwasher clean.
Oh, I get it.
Already took one.
Oh man, that took me a
That was
second to
actually
get.
good.
Oh, wait,
That
what?
took me a second
That
to
was
get it.
bad.
Same.
All right, cool. Well, if we don't have any other final thoughts, good.
Had a fun time with Vidlon and Kevinson for their birthday party.
Yeah.
Yeah, real fun.
Full party.
Yeah, that was cool. You guys look like you were having a good time. So,
After seeing what some of the people live in down here and what they have to do to get meals and live out of the weather, they have earned a giver for the next long time. Definitely from me.
I think it's something like when you leave here and see these things, like, man, just their complete reliance on God is, I mean, it's, obviously it's really out of necessity, but it's just really humbling. I think Bobby said it the best earlier.
It makes me jelly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like jelly.
Yeah.
Ooh, mango jelly in the
You
gift
don't
shop.
have enough jelly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have mango
Sounds
jam.
good.
All right. So,
Just didn't put it in your carry-on.
if there are no other final
So
thoughts.
wait, what are we closing?
how are
with?
Okay, wait. So first off, we need to decide how we're gonna end this thing. Should we do Welcome to Chili's?
No,
No.
we're
That's a
leaving.
greeting.
Yeah,
I know.
That's a greeting.
That's the point.
Goodbye.
No.
We should say ciao.
It's
Ciao.
au revoir.
Okay, wait. I got one.
haven't
I
said
got
ciao.
one. I got one. I got it.
No,
I got it.
Okay.
Everyone
Josh
give a
has-
final thought, like a sentence, but all at the same time.
What? No, that
Do
is
your one word,
Everyone
do
say
your
it.
one word and that all at one time.
Julie, I love you,
No,
but that,
Josh has
Quick
something.
sentence all at once.
Josh has something. We're gonna drum roll. He's gonna say it.
Okay, I got it.
Ready?
Okay, ready? You guys drum roll. Excuse me, Felicia. I hope that you have a pleasant evening wherever you are. I would like to say good night and farewell. Goodbye.
Yes. I got the level.